Hello, everyone, and welcome to our weekly Essential Island Living Team call. We're just going to go ahead, dive right in, and get started. So, go ahead and grab an oil that is near you or speaking to you. I have been using this Together blend a lot lately. I've been loving the yuzu in here. So, let's go ahead and connect with an oil. Take a few deep breaths. And if you're so inclined, repeat after me, or like Tasha does, create your own affirmation for the night. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. I am doing the best that I can. Okay, we have a small group. I'm guessing everybody's running a little late tonight, but we're going to just go ahead and dive right in. So, Tasha's going to be sharing with us about Clementine, the free product of the month. So, go ahead, Tosh, take it away.
Hi, let me just share my screen. What the heck? Okay. I think we're good. Okay, so these are May's promos. I'm going to talk about Clementine tonight, but these are all of May's promos. So I'm guessing they're going to launch the Citrus Bloom soon. They usually do for like Mother's Day promo or something. And then we just launched our two amazing kits, respiratory and sleep kit, that you can get in your loyalty rewards, and you can get points back and all that good stuff. You get kits as a privilege for being a part of the loyalty rewards. So that's like perks for that. And then Clementine, which I'll talk about, is our free product of the month. And then geranium. So if you want to buy geranium, that is 15% off. And it's kind of like a cheaper version of rose. That's what a lot of people call it. And it's really good. I love the smell. It smells like flowers. So Clementine, if you spend 125 PV on loyalty rewards before the 15th, then you'll get a free 5 ml bottle. So some fun facts. So it's aromatic. You can use it aromatically, topically, and internally. And you don't have to dilute it, but you can if you want to. Clementine is a hybrid between a mandarin and an orange, a sweet orange. So it's named after the guy who planted the first clementine. His last name was Clementine. And it's cold pressed from the outside, so the peel. It's sourced in Brazil. It's sweeter and zestier than most citrus oils. It may boost your immune system, support your metabolism, and your gut. So it can relieve occasional heartburn and indigestion. Clementine essential oil is versatile as it may aid in healthy respiratory. Um, and also, citruses are great for elevating your mood, promoting positive emotions. It's invigorating and it helps reduce that feeling of anxiousness. So common uses are it purifies and cleanses the air. So you can diffuse or inhale to uplift the mood, cleanse the air, purify the air. You can add a few drops to your cleaner to boost its cleansing properties. You can add it to your facial cleanser to help clear skin, and you can add it to a foot scrub to purify, cleanse, and soften. Um, this oil is also found in the Motivate blend, um, the Thinker blend, and this thing is blocking the Focus blend. Yeah, so it's great for focus too. Sorry that. If you guys need that slide, go on the Facebook group and type in Clementine. Um, yeah, so I threw this in here. Mother's Day is coming up. This is a quick thing you can throw together from the heart. Um, just a half cup of sugar. You want brown, white, whatever color suits you. You can do half half. 1/4 of coconut oil, and then 10 drops of clementine essential oil. And if this oil doesn't come in time, then you can replace it with pretty much any oil. But clementine helps cleansing and purifying, and it's a great oil to use for a foot scrub. Clementine works well with herbal vitae, I think I said that right, citrus bliss, coriander, spearmint, and then our children's brave roller. So if you want to pair it, probably smells good together. And then I got this off of our Facebook page. So you can go into our Essential Island Living Facebook page and literally type in anything and something will pop up. It's probably going to have like 10 things pop up. So it's a very good underused tool that I feel like we have available for us. So I found this on here, and you can put it in your yogurt. I never thought about putting, well, maybe because I don't eat yogurt, but you can put yogurt and then a scoop of that protein, and then you can add a couple drops of clementine to it for that extra cleansing boost. It helps detoxify your body. It's a light detox, so you won't like diarrhea or anything, but um, it helps like get the toxins out. Okay, now that you're all awake, pay attention. So here's some diffuser blends that I also found in the Essential Island Living page. So Happy Day, clementine, lemon, bergamot, cheer up, balance, clementine, peppermint, and that will also wake you up because peppermint wakes you up, opens your airways. And then there's a recipe for a cleaner, and then you can make an electrolyte drink with your water with Himalayan salt, maple syrup, the juice of oranges, and then a couple drops of clementine. And you stir it up and you drink it. It will boost your metabolism. It's just great for your health. Like I was saying, it's a gentle detox. So it's not a rough one like GX Assist. And that one's not even bad either. It just helps. If you want to do the 30-day cleanse, it's really good. It's not anything crazy. So diffuse to create that uplifting environment. We talked about that. And then you can add a few drops to your smoothie or tea. Sometimes we forget, like we can add these things to smoothies, we can add it to tea because it's so pure that we can eat it, right? So you can also use it in like soak a cloth in clementine and preserve and protect your leather. So I'm thinking like you can soak it in a carrier oil too, because you'd have to like use your whole bottle. And we don't need to do that because it's so pure. Make a spray to clean tables and any surface. You could diffuse it with peppermint, like we talked about, for energy boost, or inhale directly from your hands. And then, if you want to make a refreshing room spray, add 15 drops to 8-ounce spray bottle with water. And you can add this in your rinse cycle to cleanse your clothing. And then you can also take internally for to boost your metabolism. So get yours by the 15th for free. It's exclusive and it's not for sale. So if you want this oil, then you have to get it before the 15th with a 125 PV order. And that's it for Clementine. Hope you enjoyed it.
Thanks so much, Tosh. I think there were several parts that were particularly enjoyable during your presentation. We can all appreciate some comic relief. I love it. All right, everybody. We have kind of a light agenda tonight, and I'm really grateful that Tasha put in a plug for the Facebook group because I do feel that it's underutilized. In the sense of people using it for a resource. And I think it's really important that we are constantly helping to remind people of the resource and steering them there when they have questions. So, I actually want to dive in a little bit and talk about the business Facebook page because I know that we are onboarding a lot of new builders. And it's really important that we all know how to help people utilize the resources that we have. And the truth is, you guys, and I've had this conversation with Tasha before, I will never do a website. That's not something that sparks joy in me. In fact, it makes my anxiety go through the roof. That's just not who I am, and it's not what I aspire to. And until we find a better place, Facebook is what we use to store information and use as a means of communication. So, as you guys plan out your DMO and your power hour each day, I hope that you are putting in 5 to 10 minutes a day to go into the Facebook group, to comment on posts, to welcome people, but also in the builders group to keep up with what's happening and what's being pushed out. So I'm going to go ahead and just share my screen. And this is our wellness advocate page. And I think another thing that some of our newer people struggle with is the names. So the way that we differentiate the Essential Island Living VIP community and the build and share, it's, I have build and share here first for builders. So what I really want to point out is this announcement section. We have visited it before, but there's some new things here that I want to point out. So first things first, Kate and her community have been talking to us about this idea of the Be Brave, Not Perfect 30-day challenge. And we're in it. We're in it. And the challenge is, so if you go to the announcements, you can see here, I'm in the announcements. And on your phone, you have to click like see all. This is that Lisa Zimmer first post that you're going to want to tag all your new builders in. I'm just going to take it to you. I'm going to take you guys through it real quick. Oh, sorry. That's the actual first post. Teacher mistake. But here is the full guide, right? And this is literally a step by step, everything you need. I have my oils now. What is a great print handout for you to give people? Rank planners. I use this rank planner when I'm planning for ranks past diamond. How to upgrade? Is it a hobby? Here's our famous Justin Harrison quote. So this is the top announcement always that you're going to want to tag any of your new builders in. Okay. And then here, the second announcement currently is Kate and the Kanoe Wellness team's Be Perfect, Brave, Not Perfect challenge. And basically, this is 30 days of committing to be brave and not perfect. And I'm not going to read through all of this because you can find it in the post. And also, there is a link. Kate, do you want to maybe find that link to register to say yes? And drop it in because it's not too late for people. And basically, you guys, this is just an opportunity for us to be super consistent. I can't paste this here apparently. Okay, fine. Be super consistent about things that maybe overwhelm us in our business and scare us a little bit. So for instance, every day on this post, if you're doing, I gotta stop my share real quick. This is driving me batty. Okay, here we go. So this be brave, not perfect is totally just a commitment to yourself. Nobody's checking in on you. Nobody's, making sure that you did this, but it's to be focused on daily actions. It requires consistency and commitment. It's going to help you build your self-image because you guys, the more that you're consistent with your business, the more you feel empowered in your business, right? The less you do, the more you think about what you're not doing and the less empowered you feel. So this positive self-image leads to success. And you're going to do two simple things every single day. You're going to utilize your social media in some way, shape, or form to push out doTERRA education. It doesn't have to all be doTERRA. You want to equally balance some personal um, and some business stuff or some education stuff. And then you want to do one thing that requires you to be brave in your business. And here are some oils that you can utilize. Blue tansy, you got this in your last BOGO box, the oil of inspired action, lime, and spearmint, the oil of confident speech. Now, every day when you complete something that you did that was brave, you're going to go ahead and totally comment on this post. Okay. And so my mom said she got brave and posted and went live about digestion on her dolphin watch. Um, Kate said she invited 50-ish people to her spring tour and even a few that made her uncomfortable. Ray said she approached someone today about the biz yesterday and shared about oils to another friend who once said, nah, that's not for me. And she changed her mind yesterday. Jen Reichart said she invited two of her previous wholesale customers to go on LRP and go to the spring tour. I love it. So great. Zaisha said she made a short video about the 3 cool things in the 3 ways and texted it to someone. I said that I invited over 200 people to our event on Tuesday, and I went live on my personal IG about how I clean my fruit. And believe it, for me, that's really brave. I keep my 2 Instagrams pretty separate, and I often feel uncomfortable going live or sharing about oils on my personal page. And so then there are some other ones. Ooh, one I wanted to say is that not all of you have orphans yet, but when you're a silver and above leader, you can be assigned orphans. And these are people that go onto doTERRA website and just enroll without an enroller. And you guys would not believe how many of those people exist. There are many. And I had texted and emailed one since I got her over a year ago and never had a response. And then out of the blue, she placed an order and it was someplace that it, wasn't beneficial in my organization and I wanted to get her moved. So my account manager is like, if she sends an email to doTERRA today, we can get it moved, even though she placed the order. She's like, I said, I know, but she doesn't respond to email or text. She's like, have you called her? And I was like, no. I totally picked up the phone. I called her. She didn't answer. I left her a message. And at the end, I said, if you don't want to call me back, just text me back. I'd love to send you a welcome gift and so forth. She totally texted me back. We made a connection. I offered her an incentive to send in that email, and she did, you guys. And that was so brave for me because this person legit does not even know who I am. And I think, though, that picking up the phone and actually speaking to her allowed her to hear my voice and realize that, like, I'm not some, cuckoo crazy Cocoa Puff person that's texting her and emailing her. I mean, that's up for debate. But in general, I am a sane person, right? And so this helped me to make a connection with her. So this is here. This is the next thing that I wanted to talk about. Last month, Aisha talked about actually Aisha prepared, and I talked about the rare florals enrollment promotion. A couple of us earned this. I think Kanani, Kate, and I all earned the Jasmine and Devana last month, and we'll be getting that. But what doTERRA did, you guys, is they extended it for the month of May. And not only that, but if you had one or two qualifying enrollments in April, they will roll over to this month. Okay. So all of the information about that is here in the builders page. Okay. Moving on. This is another big one I want to talk about. I just went live about this in my business Facebook, Instagram page. This business building certification course, you guys, is free, completely free. It's linked to this business builders guide. So you're going to want to get your hands on this. This is $10 in your back office. If you're on Maui and you want to get a copy from me, swing by and come grab it. But you guys, this course is live and it's free. I started it today. And I also posted today, or no, Kate posted, and then I stuck it in the comments down here just so that more people could see it, that they are doing a giveaway, or not really a giveaway, I guess a what would you call this? Like a competition? Not really. Basically, if you complete the business building certification course by the end of this month, you receive a completion ribbon to wear at this year's global convention, as well as a chance to win early access to the marketplace. So if you love swag and you want extra, to get your hands on the swag earlier, here is another incentive for you. So all of this information is in the business builders group. And honestly, just like Tasha said, if you go into the business builders or the customer group, you type in Clementine, you're going to get 10 plus posts. If you come into the business builders group and you search for things, you are going to find the answers that you need. Here is a great post on all these amazing back office videos, right? If you don't know how to use all these tools, or you have new builders or have customers that don't know how to set up an LRP, you can shoot them a quick video link. Everything that you need is here, but you have to actually utilize it. Okay. This is a little post about placements. Here is the business building guide linked. Here are some great graphics. I send these to people all the time. I send these, I just sent this to somebody the other day, how to upgrade their account. I send this to people all the time, especially new customers when they need to redeem rewards points. I just copy this post right from the group and message it to them. Okay. So there are some great tools in here. Here is another great one that I actually very much underutilize. I need to go send this out to people. Although now our continuing ed is not Sundays at 4 p.m. currently, but that's okay. You can just edit that. But the point is that this business builders guide has a plethora of resources that I feel like are really being underutilized. This is a great post. This is one all about video links, other video links. If you're going for Founders 2.0, there's that as well. So, okay, I'm going to stop. So really tonight, we wanted to give some business updates about the Be Brave, Not Perfect campaign. I'm pulling up my notes, so sorry if you can't see me. The Be Brave, Not Perfect campaign, the promos that are extended. Oh, I know one more thing I wanted to talk about before I turn it over to Aisha is the Wellness Wednesdays in the Facebook group. If you are doing the Be Brave, Not Perfect campaign, you guys, then one thing that many of you can do is sign up to go live in our customer group and talk about an oil, okay, or a product of your choice. I am going to keep saying this over and over and over again. We need people, honestly, we need everybody to step up and help. It shouldn't always be those of us that do it all the time. Like, you have customers in that group, so be willing to go into that group. I think this is how you do it. I'm gonna So far we have Kanani set up for Deep Blue Rub, Amanda for Pettigrain, Zaisha for Digestin, Aisha for Terrazyme, Kanan for Ongar Belets, Carlotta is still deciding, and Janice. So thank you to those of you that signed up. I'm going to drop that link one more time into the chat and ask you guys to sign up. That would be great. And Jai is sending me a private message. Can I create another Facebook cover for the biz page? Yes, you may. I don't tend to bother myself with details like that. So if you would like to do that, that's awesome. So let me go to the comments. Oh, Jai said that pro tip, check out on Google what the best times are to post on your socials. Then you'll get more engagement. Thanks, Kate, for posting the Be Brave, Not Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Speaking of Kanoi Wellness, would love to hear how the mail outs went. Oh, okay, awesome. I'll go ahead and turn it over to Kate if she wants to plug anything about the Be Brave, Not Perfect challenge. And then just what Marissa's asking, she'd like to hear how your guys' mail out session went.
Hi, everyone. It went well. I definitely feel like we got a lot of connection with some of our inactive people. It takes time to write those personal notes, we found. So, myself, I think I sent out 10 so far. Because of course we got busy we did the 20 Robins that afternoon, and we just of course talked biz. But each of my leaders, I think, sent out, you guys can pop in the chat, maybe 20-ish, or at least had the supplies for that. So over the month, I think we're going to get them out. But I don't actually have one near me, but the trifold we use is really nice. It was this nice about the wellness programs, and on the back we put their ID number, and then the little promo that if they ordered a wellness program, we were offering $25 off of the month one. So for me, mine that went out so far, 2 people that I followed up with were ready to order again. They're like, oh, I've been waiting. I just didn't do it yet. So I'm hoping that they jump on. And one of them didn't receive it. So that was good because she has a new address. So it was good I followed up so I could send her a new one. So this is reminding me I need to follow up with her again right now because I'm sure she got it by now. So I think it went well. I mean, we're waiting to see if any of them actually order this month. So we'll keep you updated. And my builders, feel free to say, oh, Janice says she's still working on sending the envelopes. And then Be Brave, Not Perfect. I feel like it's going great. I think we're all pushing ourselves and also just acknowledging what we're doing. So I think sometimes we do those brave things and we don't actually give it a moment to say, oh, wow, like I did that. And that just builds our own confidence and all of the things. So yes, talking about that, I just wrote mine because I felt like our event yesterday, which we didn't, I'm sure Eliza's going to bring up, but Kanan did incredible with leading the team, and I was so happy just to be a part of it. But it definitely took some bravery to, present in front of the U.S. Director of Sales. But Simone was awesome, and it was an incredible event for everybody. Thanks.
Thanks, Kate. And that was my next thing that I wanted to give everyone a shout out to that attended and helped to invite. And then of course the people that helped to really pull it all off. Kanani really stepped up and got to be the diamond sponsor of that event since I couldn't make it. And thanks to Kate and Caleb and Tasha and Aisha and my mom. My mom and Caleb were there from beginning to end. And I think Kate was to beginning to end. And so just a huge shout out to our team. And I think it was just an incredible, even though we didn't get every spot taken, I think we had at least about 10 people at each session, and then the 5 to 7 one was even more. But from everything I heard, everything went so well. And yes, Kanani and Kate, you guys were amazing presenters. And thanks, Mom and Caleb, for really helping with the background stuff so that Kate and Kanani could really just focus on being present with people and scanning and so forth. But really just I'm looking like Jenna, thanks for going. Tosh, thanks for going. Like all of you that, stepped up and stepped in. This is an incredible opportunity. Whenever corporate is in town and you guys literally, they devoted a day to basically our community, we have to take advantage of that. We have to get people excited about that. That's our jobs to. And I know for those of you on Oahu, I'm so sorry that we couldn't pull it off this time, but maybe next time we'll be able to, and it won't be so hard and restrictive, I think, to find places in order to make it happen. So thank you just to those of you that attended, that invited, that showed up, and that helped. And huge shout out to all of you. And thank you, Kate and Kanani, for helping with all of that presenting and doing all of that stuff. I'm really grateful. Okay, one more thing before I turn it over to Aisha, who's going to wrap it up tonight. I want to get it out, what she's going to talk about the global impact topics, and I have here some business tools, which I know I spoke of tonight. And I feel like the global impact topic is so timely because she just came off of spring tour, and I bet made a lot of connections to what Simone shared. And my mom was really cool, you guys. She videotaped it live, like the sessions that Simone was speaking. So if you want to go watch them, they're in the customer group. Just type in spring tour, and you'll be able to find the little recorded videos that she did. So before I turn it over to Aisha, just a reminder, next week is not really like a business call. We have the authors from Australia of this book, Gifts of the Essential Oils, that are going to be joining us. The call will be a little longer than normal. It will be an hour and a half. These, I think they're diamonds and blue diamonds out of Australia. They offered it to like all of the diamonds in the diamond group. And so I figured, why not? And it's hard for me to get people to guest speak on this call because it's so late, like in the mainland and other places. But since it's in Australia, it worked out perfectly for them. And everyone raved about just on this thread about how much knowledge and wisdom. And so really, so I did send out the link to everything in a builder's email. So I put the link to the book and so forth. When Aisha's sharing, I'll go look that up. But that's the other resource that I really want you guys to be looking out for, is my monthly business emails and customer emails, just because a lot of links and graphics that you can use throughout the month are in that email. So it's really important that you guys spend some time when you get those emails to like read them and just be up to date with what's happening. But I will definitely post the link for the book and find the code for the book. I do have a couple graphics made, and I will post them tomorrow in the builders group for you to be able to access. I think there was a graphic in the builder's email as well, right? That you could save too. But so please invite your customers. This is a customer event for education. So invite your customers, and please show up for the call. And as much as possible, I know it's harder at night, but please give our presenters a warm aloha and welcome, and have our cameras on as much as possible, and just participate in the knowledge that they're instilling in us. All right, I am going to shut up. I'm going to go ahead and put that into the comments. Anybody have anything else? Because after I turn it over to Aisha, that will be it for the night. Anything? All right, well, if you guys think of anything, put them in the chat, and I'll go ahead and mute and turn it over to Aisha.
Let me unmute myself. Thank you, Liza. And tonight I'm going to be sharing about co-impact sourcing specifically, but I feel like everything kind of somehow all ties in together perfectly. So we're learning about co-impact sourcing and essentially what makes doTERRA different, why are we partnering with them, and what type of resources are they providing for us. So just to dive right in, this is an overview and plug for the Facebook group, a graphic that I got from there too. The Why doTERRA, you can find that on the Facebook group as well. But really, the way that doTERRA is with not only their testing of their essential oils and providing us the most pure and potent essential oils, the way that they source their oils is really important too. So doTERRA means gift of the earth. And what they're doing is taking something in its pure form and providing it to us so that we can have the benefits of that. Now, the way that they source is by partnering with local farmers, with these small farms, and really making a difference and doing it with integrity every step of the way. So this is something that is, when I learned about it, the way that doTERRA sources really changed the way that I viewed not only doTERRA, but other companies too. And like, to know that you're working with a company that is really true to what they stand for, and throughout the entire process, that's really what we're going to see. So we're going to learn a little bit about how doTERRA sources from over 45 different countries. This is kind of just a global botanical network. So an overview of some of the essential oils and where they are sourced from. We're going to watch a video in a little bit, but the main thing that I want to get across is that every step of the way, we are making a difference from the moment that we're making a difference on both ends of the bottle. So from the moment that the farmers and the distillers and the harvesters are out there, we are providing fair and on-time payment through doTERRA's co-impact sourcing initiative. All right, sorry, I lost track of my notes. Okay. Yeah, so they are really, what you can know is that they're ethically responsible employers, and what they want to do is be the change that they want to see in the world. So really acting with integrity every step of the way. We're going to see a little bit more. What I wanted to share was a little bit about doTERRA's co-impact sourcing and the way that they provide us with these oils. So I'm going to jump into the video. Sorry. All right, here we go. One moment. Okay. Oops.
We knew that we would have to reach around the world at some point and tap into the global supply of essential oils. And we also assumed that we would need to increase that as well. The fact that we were able to do it with this co-impact sourcing model was just beautiful.
2/3 of the countries that we source our oils from are considered developing countries. And so we now have an opportunity to truly make a difference, to provide sustainable income for those people who are growing, harvesting, and distilling these beautiful oils for our benefit.
What we're doing through these initiatives are, first, job creation in rural areas where we can have a big impact. 2, working through long-term sourcing contracts and agreements with our partners. 3, helping the formation and organization of cooperatives, which share collective benefits among the harvesters and the growers themselves. 4th, fair and on-time payments, and even profit-sharing programs that the distillers offer to the growers and harvesters. 5th, through linking community-based and social impact projects funded through our Healing Hands Foundation.
For them to get the water, they had to walk at least an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours, okay, back and forth. Today we can say that it's a special day because water has been flowing since midday today with the help of doTERRA, of course, and Healing Hands. Okay, we put a good team together, and that's how today everybody is happy. On either side, it's like a win-win-win situation.
Sometimes it's schools that they're in need of, sometimes it's water systems, sometimes it's medical clinics, medical supplies, whatever it might be. If you can change the lives of these people that have so little, that's how you can actually impact an economy.
We share the same values, the same philosophy. doTERRA's vision is to source sustainable oils and to create co-impact at the source to improve growers' livelihoods. So we are perfectly aligned in what we want to do. So that's why we signed an exclusive partnership with doTERRA on the aromatherapy business.
We are now working with more than 6,000 families in the cardamom sector, and the idea is to really improve the livelihoods of that families. I get the importance of getting back to my country and help the people in my country.
Oftentimes they think that their lives will always remain the same. And for someone to be able to really come in and be able to care about them and care about their family and to give them a sense of pride for the work that they do, to know that it matters. It's amazing to see the lights go on and for them to truly have that pride in their heart to know that they're doing something good for the world. We are so committed to co-impact sourcing because this is a way we really see that we can make a difference in the world, in these countries that have no other means of help, have no other means of support.
Not only, of course, is meeting the needs where we're able to obtain the high quality essential oil that we must have, but also just the ability that it gives us to give back and to help so many people and provide employment for so many people. That's been just downright magical.
Okay, thank you for taking a moment to watch that with me. I feel like these videos are really important too if we can get into the moment with it, but that really summarizes what co-impact sourcing is, and doTERRA is really committed to this, and I just admire the transparency that they have and the heart that they have and that they continue to show throughout each and every part of the process. And so I'm gonna just go through a little bit of how can you learn about your essential oils and see the quality that they're providing us. We know that they are ethically sourcing the essential oils, which is very obviously important. On this page here, you just go to the doTERRA site and you can search co-impact sourcing. It'll take you to this page. It's where we just watched that video. If you visit this Source to You site, you can learn even more about all the initiatives that they have going on, the growers, the distillers, the farmers, and that's really awesome. So you can take a moment to get there when you're ready. But what I wanted to point out is how you can find the quality of your essential oils. So when you're on this page, this is where you can enter your quality ID. And with each bottle, so I have my bottle of frankincense, for example, you'll find a number on the bottom there. So I'm gonna literally enter it in here and show you what comes up. Okay, I entered it before, so there we go. And let's search that. And so what we're gonna get here is a little information about the essential oil, the ID from the specific bottle that I got, and then we can click here and find the Aromatic Plant Research Center results of the specific lot that this essential oil was from. And like you can see the date that it was filled. You can literally get down to the constituents within the bottle. And I just really admire the transparency of this. And I just want to point out again that this company, APRC, is an independent company. So they're not associated with doTERRA. They are completely independent and provide quality research for essential oils and a number of essential oil companies. So that's how you can find a little bit more about the quality. To end it, I just want to continue on in mentioning how we talked about the quality of doTERRA in every step of the way. Not only are they here to help, the farmers, the distillers, and everyone in between, they're also here to help us and those of us that are interested in the business. They continue on with that quality and with the plethora of resources that they provide us. So just to go into a little bit of the resources that they have, I'm going to just stay on this page here. And actually, oh no, I'm not. Actually, I'm going to switch over to this one. So when you log into your account, you'll notice that you have a tab here that says resources. If you go to that resources tab, you can drop down and find a number of things, anything that you want to know about doTERRA. So, and about how to get started with your business, how to, what steps you should take throughout your business. One of my favorite things to go to, very easy to get to, is the Empowered Success. From there, you can find all of the guides that they have. And just wanted to take a moment to really just point out a number of resources that they have. So not only does the Essential Island Living team have a number of resources on Facebook and our community that we have here, you can also find podcasts, you can find a number of different guides. If you don't know where to start, these are great places to go and to send links to people too. Yeah, I will just go ahead and stop there. But I just wanted to share and appreciate, I guess, take a moment to really appreciate the quality that doTERRA provides literally in every step that they take. And they really do care about our success too. And that, I think, is obviously shown with all of the free resources that they have. Like you can literally get a business certification. There's an essential oil certification. Like they are really here to provide you with everything that you need. And yeah, and a number of ways to do that too. Like it's not just one way for you. And then you see all of the leaders like Elise Sotheby and all of these other leaders that we're seeing step up and create their own ways to thrive in the business that may work better for you. So amazing company. And if you take a moment, to dive a little bit deeper into all that they provide, I feel like you'll really connect with them in that way and then have even more confidence sharing with other people too. So thank you.
Thanks, Aisha. And it wasn't necessarily planned, but I feel like tonight was a huge tool set night, right? Like it's like you guys, I mean, the comments are just blowing up. Tosh said it, and Tosh helped us remind that too about the customer group. Ray said it, Nicole said it. Just there are so many resources, and we have to help people to be empowered to find them, but we have to know what's out there too. So I won't pretend to use every single resource that is out there, but at least I know for the most part where they are and how to get them. And I would love to do a little bit more to highlight this part about doTERRA. I don't know in our customer group if we do enough to educate about co-impact sourcing and healing hands. And I would love to think of ways or hear any ideas, not tonight, but in the future, of how we can bring that more to the forefront for our customers. Because I think, like many of you said, like Ray said and my mom said, this is, that co-impact sourcing is why they said yes to the business. And then Bernice was like, this gives her even a greater why and purpose for sharing this, right? Because of such a global impact that we're making. And I remember watching my mom's video the other night with Simone sharing, and he was talking about brokers, and how these farmers in these countries really have not very many options when a broker is there just offering them basically nothing for their product, but they don't have anyone else to necessarily sell to, so they need to make money, right? And we're talking about people um that are making very little money. I can't remember what it was, but I think at the convention that we went last to and they brought all the farmers out, it was like these people live off of like $3,000 a year, right? I mean, most of us, I couldn't even live off $3,000 in like a month, like 2 weeks, let alone a year, right? So it really just is eye opening. So thank you, Aisha. Thanks to everyone. Yes, there are co-impact sourcing trips available. Typically you need to rank silver of above. Nicole's like 3,000 is her mortgage payment. So right. So maybe you can pay for your house, but not groceries and not anything extra. So co-impact sourcing trip is typically you need to hit silver and above to be able to qualify for a co-impact sourcing trip, and hopefully they will start getting those back and running here shortly. So anyway, you guys, that's really it that we have for tonight. I really, again, please, 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 I cannot stress this enough. If you are doing your DMO and you're doing your daily inviting, following up, making new contacts and business conversations, please add inviting to the call on next week, Wednesday. To your customers. It's just going to be an incredible opportunity for education. And so we want to get as many people there as possible. Also, we're to get them on the call, we had to have about 30, which on a typical team call night, we have 26 right now. So that normally isn't too hard for us. But please, as much as possible, get people excited about it, get people on the call. And then let's start helping to remind maybe some of our builders and sharers. There was a time when this call had 45, 50 people at a time. So it'd be really great. I know I didn't send out any reminders either. So let's start to be a little bit better of reminding our teams and our builders and our sharers that this call happens, because, if you walk away going, gosh, I feel more connected with the company. I'm so grateful about co-impact sourcing and all that we do around the world. Now I feel empowered to know where all these resources are. We want that for everyone on our team. If you have some team members, builders, and sharers that weren't with us tonight, send them the link to the recording tomorrow, and have them at least catch up and watch that way. Okay. All right, everyone. As usual, thank you for showing up for yourselves and for your community. Let's take a quick picture before we go, if you don't mind turning on your cameras. Thank you. Thank you. Wait a couple more. Oh, there's the Vielas. All right, I'm gonna wait my camera real quick before I give one more minute for people. Hi, Janelle. Okay. All right, smile. All right. Thanks, everybody. As usual, thanks for showing up for yourselves, for your businesses, for your community, for your learning, for your connection. Thank you to all of you so much. We love you. Have a great night. Bye.